Before this video truly begins, I would like to tell some people who have lived under rocks about a Playhouse Disney show from 2006 called Manny. The show is about a Hispanic handyman named Manny and he goes on fix-it adventures with a group of talking tools. However, there was one episode I never watched or heard of, so please listen carefully as I narrate this. I was at McDonald's ordering French fries, chicken nuggets, and a large Coke. As I got home, I noticed a package with a picture of Manny on it. I opened it up and to the amazement of my eyes, it was a Manny DVD. The DVD cover had Manny and his tools in a background of Manny's repair shop with text above them reading, Manny, you break the complete series, we fix it. I am quite interested in this. When I finished my lunch, I went to my room, placing the DVD in my DVD player. The Walt Disney Home Entertainment logo played, but the sky was in shades of crimson, and when the stars stretched out, it exploded into blood as a demonic laughing sound effect was heard in the background. Then, it shows the 2004 Nelvana Studios logo, but it was off. The logo was entirely red, and when a polar bear bumped the shining star, blood splattered everywhere while a child screaming is heard. It then cut to the Playhouse Disney logo, but it was also off as well. The sun and the bird were nowhere to be seen, but the logo was still there before cutting to some previews from other Disney movies and shows. It then took me to the menu, which featured a view of Sheetrock Hills before the logo faded in. Manny read. The logo then faded out. Welcome to Sheetrock Hills. Manny welcomed, as it showed his repair shop. I'm Manny, and when folks around here need help. A whistle circle showed the blue phone ringing before Manny picked it up. Hola, Manny's repair shop. Manny greeted. You break it, we fix it. This is Manny. Then, it faded to the inside of his repair shop where Manny was next to his toolbox. Just then, Philippe, Turner, Pat, Dusty, Rusty, Squeeze, and Flicker jumped into the toolbox. My tools and I are in for another busy day, Manny explained. Would you like to come along? Of course, I accepted. Just then, the bolts appeared with options inside of them reading, Play all. Episode selection. Bonus features. Setup. Visit Playhouse Disney. Sneak peeks. Disney's Fast Play. Click here for Play All. Click here for episode selection. Click here for bonus features. Click here for setup. Click here for Visit Playhouse Disney. Click here for sneak peeks. And click here for Disney's Fast Play. I then pressed Play All, so I can watch all the episodes that are featured in this DVD. Before it showed the episodes, it showed a Play All sequence. The latter sequence featured a wooden plank covering the screen. Just then, Dusty saw it as it showed a black screen. The DVD started at the first 2006 episode called A Sticky Fix and ended at the last 2013 episode called Valentine's Day Party. After all the episodes showed, there was a warning which was in the same style as the credits from Season 1. Warning, we hate to stop our Fix-It fun amigo, but this DVD contains an episode which was originally made for Season 4 that is not suitable for viewers to watch. It goes by an animator at Nelvana Studios named Christian Anderson, who was fired for his gruesome episode ideas for our program, so watch at your own risk. Also, let's continue fixing it right. Here we go with this scary episode again. I muttered, it better be fake. The intro started, but the sky was dark blue with white stars, and lots of changes were added. There were Happy Meals, ketchup, French fries, and chicken nuggets all over the sidewalk. Mr. Lopart greeting, oh, hello Manny. Had a McDonald's employee behind him. The scene where Manny's tools jumping out of the toolbox had a visible face and saying Roger that. In the voice of Professor Quigley. Dusty sighing, the sign had blood coming out of her and she didn't notice though. The paint cans had red paint instead of their usual colors. While Manny's neighbors watched his tools in wonder, a dark demon figure appeared, but no one even noticed it though. The people helping Manny pulling up the sign for his repair shop had some demonic screaming added. Manny coming down the ladder had a demonic screech added in the background. And when it got to the title, it was covered in chicken nuggets and French fries, and while Manny and his neighbors all cheered, random evil laughter was heard in the background. It then cut to the title card, reading Manny sues McDonald's. After the title, it showed Manny's repair shop. As it went to the inside, Manny and his tools were getting ready for bed. Manny, Pat asked, why are you wearing this? Because it's important for a handyman like me and tools like you to get a good night's sleep. Manny replied, I don't really like the dark. Rusty whimpered in fear. Calm down, Rusty. Turner reassured him there's nothing to be scared about. Manny laughed after Turner said that. Good night, Weena's nauseous. Manny told his tools. Manny then walked off screen to go to sleep. I smiled, but when the tools were sleeping, Manny's cell phone rang, but its rings were demonic. The tools woke up wondering why Manny's cell phone rings toned demonically. Guys, Stretch asked what's wrong with Manny's cell phone. I'm not sure, Dusty replied, but something's completely wrong with Manny's cell phone. Is it broken again? Flicker face-bombed. The tools were shocked to hear Flicker speak full English. I was shocked too. What the? Rusty gasped. How can you do that, Flicker? Well, I have been learning to speak Spanish, Flicker explained. Just then, Manny came in to where the tools having a conversation. Now, what's all the commotion down here? Manny asked. I think we got a call from McDonald's. Squeeze thought. Another call? Manny wondered. I think I better go see who needs our help. Manny then went to his cell phone and turned it off. Hola, Manny greeted. Handy Manny's repair shop. You break it, we fix it. The tools chorused. This is Manny. Manny finished. The circle zoomed in only to show none other than the most famous fast food chain on the block, McDonald's. What was odd was there were 3 kids who are in terrible danger, but their screams were different. One kid has the Wilhelm scream, one kid has the Howie scream, and one kid screamed like the gummy bear from Robot Chicken when she was caught in a bear trap. Pretty soon, the tools were covered in blood. Turner groaned. This is disgusting. Squeeze moaned too. I caramba. There are endangered kids. Philippe panicked. Endangered kids? Manny gasped. We better get to McDonald's and save them, before it's too late. Affirmative, Dusty replied. The tools all cheered together when Rusty said that. Dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho. Manny counted. Manny tucked his pencil in his ear like usual and put on his gloves and tool belt. The tools started to hop into Manny's toolbox. Hop up, jump in, the tools sang. Come on, let's go, Pat reminded. Hop up, jump in, the tools sang. Si vamanos, Philippe replied. Don't go too slow, Stretch reminded. Keep up, Turner agreed. Let's get to work, the tools sang. Muy rapido. After the song, the tools got into Manny's toolbox and cheered. Soon afterwards, they all went to where the McDonald's was, but when they got there, the restaurant was covered in blood and kid guts. Manny's eyes opened wide in shock. Rusty and Pat vomited in the toolbox, and Dusty, Philippe, Turner, Squeeze, and Stretch simply gasped. Hey, Manny gasped. This is so much worse than I thought it would be. Okay, that's it. Squeeze snapped. I'm going in to save them. Wait, Squeeze, don't you think we should call the police or come with you? Manny asked. Hell no, Squeeze berated. I'm going to teach those idiots a lesson for murdering these kids. Manny and his tools watched as Squeeze attempted to confront a worker. Hey, you, Squeeze yelled, getting a worker's attention. What is it, now? Worker number 1 spoke in a voice of Chris Griffin. Then he noticed Squeeze as he gasped. He was so confused of why Squeeze got into the restaurant. Who are you? Worker number 1 asked. My name is Squeeze. Squeeze introduced herself. And I hear you are murdering those kids, so I'm here to stop you before I call the police and shut down your business. Well, la-dee-dee-a. Worker number 1 taunted. Why can't you just join them? And that's where he laughed. Hey, leave Squeeze alone, Philippe said to worker 1. Yeah, that's not nice at all, Turner exclaimed too. The 2 screwdrivers hopped out of Manny's toolbox in an attempt to attack the worker. They were about to finish him off when another worker caught them in a McDonald's bag. Caught ya? Now you can't escape from us now, worker number 2 said in the voice of Marge from The Simpsons. Philippe, Turner, and Squeeze tried to escape from the bag, but it was way too strong. Then all of a sudden, the 2 workers put them in a deep fryer. They screamed as if they were being fried and too real as if their voice actors were screaming in pain. "Oh my!" Manny gasped in shock. Manny and his tools watched as the two workers took out fried bodies of Philippe, Turner, and Squeeze. "Oh my God!" Manny gasped. "They killed Philippe, Turner, and Squeeze, you bastards!" Pat angrily yelled as he grabbed out a pistol. "I'm going to put you under arrest." "You hear what the hammer said? Put the knife down," Dusty replied. "Oh yeah," Worker 1 mocked. "We will see about that." "But what do you make with hammers and saws?" Worker 2 wondered. Just then, Worker number 3 pushed the others aside with a toaster in his hands. "This worker has an idea." Worker number 3 spoke, in the voice of John from Garfield. "We are adding ham and grilled cheese sandwiches to the menu." "Wait, Dusty screeched. The worker then put Dusty and Pat inside the toaster, and they screamed as if they were being toasted. Manny then watched as the workers did the same to Rusty, Flicker, and Stretch. He then grabbed his toolbox and ran away. Then afterwards, it cuts to Manny crying. His crying was too real as if his voice actor Wilmer Valderrama was really upset. "Oh, my tools," Manny sobbed. "I just can't believe they really had to let themselves die because of those workers." After he stopped crying, he saw that worker number 4 was handing out the corpses of his 8 tools to random customers. "Here you go," worker number 4 said in the voice of Gene from the Emoji Movie. "We hope you have a pleasant day." Manny took notice of this and went back inside the restaurant. The workers continued to make chicken nuggets and french fries, when they saw Manny sneaking up on them. "Hey, fellas," Worker 2 told them. "Is that a handyman?" "It is," Worker 3 gasped. "And he's about to rob our business." And when the worker said that, Manny had his cap all red, and he had a black shirt with maroon sleeves. His pencil was fully black, his belt was brown, so were his gloves, he had crimson pants and black boots. Well, Manny spoke. "Look what we have here." Workers who thought it'd be a good idea to kill my own tools. "Oh really?" Worker 3 asked. "I think we." Manny then grinned evilly as he started to say, "I, the evil handyman, am going to murder everyone in this restaurant, including you." "Who, me?" Worker 4 gasped. "But I am a worker, you know." "Sorry," Manny berated, "but it's time for you to say adios." Manny then pulled out a fidget spinner and decided to use it. The workers gasped as Manny was about to kill them. Worker 4 decided to run into the kitchen to hide from Manny. "Wait," Worker 4 gasped. "Where'd he go?" "He must have been around here somewhere." Suddenly, Manny appeared behind Worker 4. He turned around only to see Manny as he gasped in horror. "Hey!" Worker 4 panicked. "Get away from me. I'm trying to cook some." "No thank you." Manny berated the worker as he chopped off the worker's head. The workers gasped as Manny was chopping off Worker 4's head. Worker 4's lifeless head then fell onto the floor. "Stop killing everyone in our restaurant," Worker 1 berated. "Enough." Manny raged. "You asked for it. You're gonna be served." Manny then proceeded to slice the rest of the workers, as well as the customers' heads. All of the 3 workers and the customers screamed in horror as they were being sliced. It then cut to Manny walking out of McDonald's. Manny turned and looked at the viewers with bloodshot eyes. "You see what could happen when you try to harm someone who needs to be fixed?" Manny asked. "Sorry, but this for everyone's own good to be served." The episode ends as Manny pulled out a pipe bomb out of his toolbox and blew up the restaurant. Then afterwards, the credits began to play, but the tools didn't show up because they were dead earlier. I was so surprised at why the tools died. "What happened to the tools?" I whispered under my breath. It then showed the copyright date, which revealed to be a copyright Iris Sedilla 2015 Disney Enterprises Incorporated. All rights cursed. I was puzzled why this episode was made in 2015, considering the fact that the show ended in 2013. After the date, the logos appeared, but they were different too and weren't any better. The Alpha logo came up, but the bear was covered with ketchup, while the titular font was in a horror one. The Playhouse Disney original logo came up, but there were problems. Unlike the opening, the sky was maroon, the sun, the bird, and the logo were covered in fries, chicken nuggets, and ketchup. After the logos, it showed a black screen. "Time for me to get the remote," I muttered. Before I could get the remote, There was a jump scare. It was revealed to be an edited picture of Manny's tools from the episode Flicker, where they saw the titular character come to life, but their eyes were black with red pupils. The Godzilla roar, the Howie scream, the Wilhelm scream, and their screams from the debut episode where they flew away after Philippe and Turner turned on the Too Fast were all heard in the background. After the jump scare, it took me back to the main menu. I was about to eject the DVD after the jump scare, but suddenly, I got an earache. Dang it, I muttered. That screaming jump scare got me murdered. The screaming jump scare summoned the dreaded ear damage from hell. However, I grabbed the tissue and cleaned the blood out of my ears. I even got a headache after listening to the screaming jump scare, so I went out to rest my head for 5 minutes. I then ejected the DVD before burning it with a torch, and that's why I'll never watch Handy Manny ever again in my entire life. The end.